All right, I'm home early again today, guys. I got 2 packages. We're gonna look at those. Quick inspection, like always. I skipped this week. It's ready to be unloaded. You got the 75, everything looks okay, 10 gallon. And my hair algae is going away, guys. Must be the hermits. Let's get into these packages. That's gonna relate to my video today, what I got in these 2. So let's open this one up first. This has to do with Kessel Customer Service. You have to jump through a couple hoops to get to this point. What they do is they require you to first fill out a form explaining what's wrong in email, and then you have to take a video. Hey Kessel, here's the light, there's that information, here's the adapter, and I'll show you what we got going here. So if I plug this into my wall outlet, and I've tried different adapters on my Kessels that work. This is the Tom Reefer Studio, by the way. Okay, the color intensity is up, so we just get nothing. And it's plugged in. So I'm hoping you guys can help me out with this. It may not be in the warranty. Might be some good PR for you guys to replace this for me. It just stopped working. I hope you can help me out. Thanks a lot. After that, then you go out online and you fill out a return. They check warranty. You know, it takes you about 2 days to get to the point where you know that eventually you're going to get one. And they give you a brand new one. Here it is. I'm not going to treat this as an unboxing, but mine was within the warranty period, which I believe was 6 months. You have to go through a testing thing. They tell you to try different things. We just get nothing. Intensity, color, nothing. It's plugged in. This is, and so I have to give them a thumbs up, you know, like an 8 out of 10. It's like a little, like I would have preferred just to return it and have them do all the work and then send me a new one. But they do send you a new one, and I don't even have to send the old one back. This is my other part of the video I wanted to talk to you about. I had a guy leave a comment, and I understand his idea. He watched one of my old videos on Hygger mini wave after 1 year. And his comment was, you get what you pay for. And the way I look at it is, if you're going to get, say, 2 years out of my Hygger mini waves and the pumps don't go bad, what starts to go screwy is the controller doesn't read correctly. It still worked, but it stops telling time. But that was after 2 years. You only pay $69 for the whole thing. So, you know, is it worth $69 for a year or 2 years as opposed to $349 for an MP10? As long as you're okay with the flow in your tank, that this little wave maker for 20 and under, 20 gallons and under, is well worth it. Unless you have a lot of money, then go spend $349 on an MP10 and use that for your tank, which I did in my 75 gallon. I wouldn't put 2 or 3 of the mini waves in my 75 gallon, but I have one in the back that just kind of pushes water in the back of the tank, and that's fine. So I'm not going to get another MP10 for $349 to move water around the back of the tank. The MP10 is incredibly well built, and it does a great job with flow in my 75 alone. I could probably get away with it alone because my flow coming into my tank from my return pump is quite strong. I only have the Hygger mini wave in the back just to keep the water circulated down near the bottom of the tank along the back. Hey guys. Sunday morning about 11:11, and I thought I'd show you how I change out my 2-part. Here's my containers of alkalinity and calcium, and I'll also show you this little DIY thing I do in here to keep the tube in place. And I use C-Balance, part A and B, and I'll show you how I do that. All right, for me it requires a funnel. And here's the 2-part. If you'll notice, it's a concentrated form. They both come equally filled about 1/4 of the way up. The rest is RODI, and the directions say about 1 inch from the top. Mix the RODI in the containers. This is my 5-gallon container of RODI water. Let's see if you can see that. Right about here. All right. I do that to part B also. And I shake both. Alkalinity you have to shake more because it comes in more of a solid form on the bottom. It's chunky, so you shake it until you don't see any left. I don't know how long I do it for until I just don't see any kind of settlement on the bottom. Calcium comes more liquid. It's calcium chloride and a mix of many things. You'll see it on the label. And then the next step is to put it into my containers. All right, if you notice what I did here, I have a rigid tube next to the more flexible tube, and then they go up to the pump. And what I did, as you can see here, is I connect the rigid tube and just put some more tubing around it to hold it like a strap. And that way the rigid tube goes down to the bottom and it keeps the flexible hose or tube joined to it, so it goes down to the bottom. A lot of times the flexible hose will like curve and not rest on the bottom, and you have an issue then when you get down near the bottom. All right, so I filled these containers up, and these are a little more than 1 gallon. They're from BRS. I believe they're 1.5 gallons. So when I put the full gallon in, they're about 1 inch or 2 to 3 inches from the top. And I fill them up, I connect them back in, and it's all ready to go. This will supply the 75 gallon for about 3 months. Hey guys, I got home early today again. I'm going to show you what's happening with a couple of the tanks. Hey guys, I got home early again today. I finished up and I'll show you what I got going on in the tanks today.